Do you celebrate Thanksgiving?
Uh, you know, it was Thanksgiving is a traditional holiday that's just been a part of, I think, pretty much everybody's family since the beginning. Um, do I celebrate it to the, how to really say this? I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving itself. I appreciate the holiday because it's a moment for me to get together with friends and family, but I don't really, celebrate what it represents because it doesn't really represent some of the foundations that I believe in. Like, I know that holiday is pretty much trash if you really do your history, paying attention to the things that happened to those Native Americans and their families and how they kind of came over and kind of took over. But I guess I just kind of appreciate it to be thankful for my friends and family that I get to spend those days with and reminisce and kick it with. But do I believe in it? No.
So maybe not literally, but figuratively.
Figuratively, yeah.
Okay.
Figuratively, I can appreciate spending time with my family and being thankful for my family. But do I love what the holiday represents in its history? No.
What is Thanksgiving like for you these days, figuratively?
Figuratively, if you put it together, like I'm really small circled at this point in my life. So it's not too much phony kicking it going on with me. I like to spend time with my kids, my wife, and I take that time just to be thankful that I can provide for them the way I've been able to lately. I do take that little time to catch up with my cousins and a few people that matter to me, and reach out to the people I love. I kind of consider my love and friendship and family based on who's consistent with me. And that's kind of how I take Thanksgiving, just being around people who really just been rocking with me and consistently.
So you do have like a Thanksgiving dinner, or you partake in that?
Yeah, I cook. I cook dinner for the family, for the house. Yeah,
okay.
I cook. Ashley's not going. She gonna want something.
So you guys are stationary when you do Thanksgiving, or do you? I know some people they'll travel for Thanksgiving to another person's dinner in the family or a friend or that. Sort of
I do two things. I cook one for just my family. I cook and we'll eat, and then because it's always some type of party or gathering somewhere, we'll go partake with, one of the families, one of the households that's whoever's hosting, and go hang out and kick it, with the family that's in town, especially if I got some out of town family
around. Anything crazy ever happen on a Thanksgiving that you can remember? Anything that happened out of the norm?
Well, for my family, I kind of expect the unexpected. So my family, I'm always ready for them to bring up a story they shouldn't bring up. Something in front of your wife or your girlfriend or your cousin being blasted about one of his exes or something stupid, something embarrassing that doesn't need to be brought up, and somebody always ends up arguing or, ready to fight, or blast some BS from the past that they still mad about. So I just I'm used to it by now. I already be knowing who's gonna get into it by the time I pull up.
Has it ever gotten physical though? With the arguments before?
No, I don't think we let it get physical. Nah, okay. It get a little verbal, once a little martini or two getting your auntie, she's bound to call somebody out their name, and you just kind of just like, all right, chill. It's Thanksgiving, relax. You know what I mean? You try to get them to calm down. Oh, it hasn't got physical when I've been around. Most time, if I'm ready to smack somebody, I just go home.
Now, do you have a favorite Thanksgiving memory just in past Thanksgivings that you've had? Like a special one or one that means something to you? Just curious.
Yeah, if the last Thanksgiving that was special for me, that meant something. Before my grandmother passed, when she could actually walk and be mobile, I remember her just preparing this dope dinner, man. She had 2 tables full of food. And our family was not that large, so she didn't have to cook all of that. But I knew my grandmother was from Mississippi. She's from down south. She took pride in cooking for her family, for her children, her grandchildren. And, for me, that will probably be one of the most special Thanksgivings I can remember, because that was the last time she could walk and move, and be mobile and be able to stand in the kitchen and do something that she had passion in. And that was cooking for us, growing up our whole life. So that Thanksgiving will never be forgotten.
She's tasted your cooking skills before Thanksgiving?
Yes, I've definitely cooked for my I can't, I love making like jerk, a little bit of everything, but I have to make, she loves turkey on the grill, so I've done like some barbecue turkey for her, some jerk turkey for her, and she loved it.
I see. Now, when it comes to the Thanksgiving dinner, and you do obviously cook, you mentioned that, do you have a favorite food item that you personally enjoy? Whether it's from you or somebody else.
Oh, well, I will be one. I love my mother's candy yams.
Okay.
Sweet potatoes.
All right.
Depending on where you're from, you call it candy yams, sweet potatoes. I love my mama's sweet potatoes. I can eat a plate of that like all night.
Now, what's the worst food item? The one you maybe even grab on your plate, but you just leave it? Or you don't even grab at it all? You can't stand it?
I can't stand just regular baked turkey. I hate it. It's the driest thing in the world. I don't know why that's like a main dish to eat. Depending on who prepared it, that it be so dry. It's like chewing cardboard depending on who cooked it. I hate regular turkey. I can't do it. I'm eating everything else at the table.
I see. So what kind of turkey do you enjoy if it's not the
traditional turkey? See, like, like I'll do some smothered turkey. I'll do some fried turkey. I told you I do the jerk turkey legs.
You did mention that.
Yeah, you can saute the turkey. You can do everything else to keep it juicy. Just don't give me the regular, traditional 4-hour dried out oven baked turkey. I can't do it.
Do you indulge in leftovers?
Oh man, I'm a leftover king. I wake up the next morning and I'll mess around and put a whole plate together. You be like, it be looking like a gourmet meal the next morning. You trying to figure out, did you even eat that same meal with me yesterday? Because you're trying to figure out, how did I recreate this? I done made sandwiches. I done sauteed all the ingredients together that was left over, and it looked like I done put it in my noodles. It didn't matter. Like, if it was there, I could figure out how to make a new meal.
At what point are the leftovers done? Like, you're done with leftovers? Is it a day, 2 days?
I think about 2 days in, it's about time to retire it. At this point, you just playing with the juices that's left over and whatever the bones. Like, about 2 days in, I think leftovers need to be gone after about 2 days.
Now, did you ever work on Thanksgiving, actual Thanksgiving Day?
You know what? I have before. This when I was in college playing basketball. I was working at Taco Bell, and I don't know why my manager thought we should be open. But I remember being at Taco Bell working and making me the dopest flaming hot taco ever in America to enjoy my Thanksgiving afternoon. I hooked it up. I took everything out the freezer you can imagine. I got all the chicken, the steak. I made me a big old steak, nachos, everything the whole nine. I was at work salty, eating slushies all day. Because wasn't nobody coming through that drive-thru on Thanksgiving. I don't know why they thought it was the smart idea to be open. Nobody came. I just sat there and ate in the back all day and washed dishes.
Is it a smaller workforce of staff at that Taco Bell that worked than a regular?
Oh, yeah, man. I was in a little college town, so it was probably about 3 or 4 of us there that day. That's all we needed. We opened and shut down together. It was only about 3 or 4 of us.
Lonely? Lonely
as hell. Like, it was very lonely. The one big girl working the window, that was all my eye candy all day to keep me smiling through the day. She was the sweetest thing on the planet.
The tattoo shop was never opened on a Thanksgiving, was it?
We've done some, we've definitely had Nine Mag open a few times on the holidays.
Even on a Thanksgiving?
Even on a Thanksgiving, like, we'll work early that day. We'll have it open. We've had it open a few times, especially if we got out-of-town clients. People done flown in for the holidays, spend time with their families. So we've definitely made some accommodations to make sure those people are taken care of, because that's almost like a part of their trip home. Like, I'm coming home from Thanksgiving, I gotta get this done. They don't mind making it to the Thanksgiving dinner late. They like, I've came here, I gotta get this done by 9 Mag today.
Now, what about, okay, Thanksgiving's done, right? That's over with. What about Black Friday? Have you ever participated in Black Friday?
Until recently, man, like, most of the time, I was just worried about making sure bills was paid up by Black Friday. I didn't really, care too much about, going shopping electronic-wise Christmas. My babies are young, so I'm just not getting into the Black Friday where, the Christmas shopping a little early, getting their gifts, getting stuff done. So I'm really just now, starting to participate. Now, have I gone into the store? No. I'm your internet Black Friday. Like, I'm online ordering. I'm not standing in the store at 5 in the morning. It's just not happening. I'm sorry. It's not even that serious to be wrestling for a TV at 6 in the morning. I'm just not doing it. So now I internet shop for you all day.
And I think they do something like Cyber Monday or something.
Cyber Mondays, yeah. I'll participate in all that all day. Going in the store, not happening. I ain't got time. I'm too big for that. I mess around catching assault. Someone will push my kids down, push my wife down. I mess around body slam somebody. I'm too old to be wrestling with people over stuff.
Now, what are you thankful for this year?
Number one is I'm just thankful to be alive. I think to be reaching the milestones and being able to make the changes that I'm making for myself, for my family, for my community. It's just amazing to be able to do that at my age. Just to, see into my 30s is an amazing blessing growing up in Chicago. A lot of people never get to experience that. A lot of my friends that have passed away will never get to experience that. And so that's the number one thing I can say I'm blessed for. And, I'm definitely blessed to be a father. All of my children know that they know their dad. I don't have that typical, deadbeat title with myself. That's the next blessed thing. I can really say that, like, I'm glad that God has put me in a position to be there financially, emotionally for my family and for my children.